So guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today, the video is all about Freshers Week, and Freshers Week is very intense. I mean, you're meeting people, you're going out, you're playing sport, you're drinking, and the thing is, you're not drinking the good stuff, you're drinking the cheap student Glen's vodka because it's the cheapest one there, and it just tastes disgusting. So a few of the items that sum up my Freshers Week would definitely be, you know, okay, Glen's vodka, okay. We got some football boots there because I played a lot of sport, and as you do on a night out, I went and broke my phone, so now it's just broken, completely broken. Had to go and get a new phone, which is just part of Freshers Week. I think most people break their phones. Got a new phone there, so it's alright. Now, obviously, we had a few lectures as well during Freshers Week, which was very intense because you're sitting there falling asleep because you genuinely have like 3 hours sleep each night. The way Freshers Week worked at Yoerk was basically they set events out for us all, as you can see right there, and basically you could choose to go to these events or not. You either could go clubbing, or there was an alternative like movie night or something like that. But there was nights where we actually faced other colleges, and them nights got very messy. You can hear my roommates coming in and out. Basically, we had loads and loads of sporting events during Freshers Week, which I always wondered, like, you wake up with no sleep after being out the night before and being obviously on the old Glen's vodka hammered, and then you go and do sports, and that's what they did during Freshers Week. They set up loads and loads of activities for us to do during the day, which is all quite nice, to be fair. And then in the evening we had these other events which were like movie nights, quizzes, and this was generally the stuff for the people that didn't actually want to go out too much. So the people that went on stuff like the James versus Delaware night, where basically we had another college against us in drinking games, etc. And there was the big campus bar crawl where we went around all the bars on campus and basically just drunk stuff. Another thing that 100% summed up Freshers Week was pizza. I'm pretty sure I had like 5 pizzas during Freshers Week, and cheesy chips and chips on the way home. Like, I spent like 50 quid on takeaways in 1 week. That is not good. That is not good. Oh god, that's bad. I have been cooking some stuff. Like this weekend we had to cook ourselves, so, you know, roll the clip of what I was cooking there. Yeah, it turns out I didn't actually know how to cook an omelette that well, so I obviously used YouTube, because YouTube's your best friend when you're trying to learn to cook. So let me know down below if you guys have any other things that you think should be added to this list of items that I used most during Freshers Week or whatever. Now, I do want to mention a few truths about Freshers Week, because there's some things that I didn't know until I actually experienced Freshers Week. Now, one of the first things is that drinking is arguably one of your best friends at Freshers Week. Now, I say this because you make so many friends via pre-drinks, and you actually bond with your flatmates the most at pre-drinks. Now, I mean, I know it's not ideal because some people don't like drinking, but everyone, and even the unis, kind of encourage people to drink during Freshers Week because they know that's how everyone makes friends. I mean, most of these events are like pub crawls, bar crawls, college drink-offs, you know, there's all that sort of thing, and I would encourage you to drink more than you normally do for that week, just purely because you make so many more friends. I mean, like, if you're already an avid drinker, don't pass out. Just be yourself, essentially. But for me, I normally only drink occasionally, but Freshers Week, to be honest, I drank pretty much most nights. And the thing is, it was so jokes because I made so many more friends than I would have done if I didn't drink. And like, when people are a bit merry, they don't care as much. It's just so much easier to make friends. Drinking games, if you're drinking, you can join in with the games, and obviously that's how you kind of bond with people as well. And when you're drunk, you're more just kind of friendly in the sense that you just go up to people and approach them, and, you know, think of it like this: if you're out with your friends and they're all drunk and you're the sober one, you generally don't have a good time either. So if everyone's drunk, you have a good time. So it's kind of the same at uni, where so literally 99% of people are wasted at university nights out, and that's no exaggeration. Now, another truth about Freshers Week is that everybody gets a cold. By this, basically, I mean that one person comes to university with a cold, they start kissing people at Freshers Week or whatever, everyone else picks up that cold. They then go home, they start touching the door handles, etc, then they give the cold to everyone in their house, and before you know it, the freshers flu is spread like wildfire. This is me, yeah, I don't understand anything that's being said in my lectures, so I'm trying to listen intently, and the whole room is just coughing. And to be honest, I now have the freshers flu. Inevitably it happened to me. I don't know how I got it, and it's just one of them well-known things that for the first 3 weeks of your lectures, people will be coughing non-stop. Like, imagine one time I'm walking home with this guy, my new friend, and he's been coughing like I'm like, see you later, mate, see you later. And he shakes out his hand, I'm like, I was like, shit, I don't want to catch freshers flu. So I got something out and pretended to drop it, and then swerved the handshake. But avoid getting freshers flu if you can. But that brings me on to my next 2 pieces of advice. Obviously, I'm not advising you to drink, but I kind of am at the same time, you know what I mean. And also bring like Lemsip or cough medicine, because that'll be your best friend if you catch freshers flu, which pretty much everyone in my house has had it, minus one person. So 13 out of 14 people in my house alone have had it. And as I was saying, the unis kind of encourage you to drink because you got the bar crawls, you got the colleges drinking nights and everything like that. Also, you might get paired with some year above like we did, and they take you out on nights out and they help you with pre-drinks. Really good system here actually. One big mistake I made is that I didn't bring any energy drinks to university, because what actually happens is that in the nights you go out from the start. Every night you're out. You can even go cinema if you don't want to drink, etc. But you're out till late, till like 3 a.m. and then you often get pizza on the way home, whatever. It becomes like 4 a.m. you get home, you sleep. But then if you're catered like I am, the best decision of my life, by the way, I would recommend being catered. You have to wake up like before 10 to get your breakfast, and obviously you need breakfast, so you end up having not much sleep at all, and then before you know it, you've got all these like sports events, all the trial sessions and taster sessions that you have to go to if you want to be selected. So you're literally playing a sport of 3 hours sleep, 4 hours sleep, and you're just there dying. So I'd highly recommend taking loads of energy drinks for the first week of Freshers Week if you're going next year. So if you do sports nights outs and socials, they're called, on a Wednesday, often the first one they ruin your clothes. Like we had a crop top, and somebody else had like their nipple holes cut out. Like they just do weird stuff to the freshers on football initiation, rugby initiation, netball initiation. So make sure you bring some clothes you don't mind getting ruined. So my freshers advice list right here: get drunk, chat to loads of people, go to events on your own. I mean by this, if you're the only one who wants to go and do something and everyone wants to stay in, just go on your own. There'll be so many people that are on their like own in the event already, so you can go and like partner up with them or be friends with them. So make sure you do that, force yourself to do it. There's always the standard questions as well that I've been asked thousands of times, and I've asked thousands of times. What do you study? Where do you live? What course? You know, that sort of thing. What's your name? And you will get sick of asking it. Also, in regards to the name question, you meet so many people at university, it becomes second nature to ask their name and not even try and remember it. You literally ask their name, instantly forget it, and then you're like, crap, I need to go speak to them again like 2 minutes later on. You're like, what's your name again? And they've probably done the same as well, so yeah. I know like 25 names, but I know so many more people and faces, but it's just what it is. Sit next to people in lectures, not one seat away. You might make new friends if you sit next to someone rather than one seat away in lectures, and they'll probably have no one to sit with anyway, so make sure you just sit with someone in lectures, and you never know, you might get invited out of them later on for pre-drinks or that sort of thing. I think one of the big things here and at university is that the way you meet people is via pre-drinks. Take a phone case indeed, otherwise your phone will end up like this, like fully just broken, and you have to buy a new one, which isn't good for your student loan. Basically, my pop sockets are really soon. Take vitamins, because vitamins are so helpful in the morning, and when you're just dying, body will be lacking anything and everything after a few nights out and at Freshers Week, because you just have no energy to cook, or I don't even know, just take vitamins. Take Lemsip because of the freshers flus, because everyone gets a cold, so yeah. And don't be awkward in the morning. If you do something, that is kind of awkward with your neighbour, with your roommate, or anything like that, just don't be awkward in the morning, because that just makes it worse. Just from my observations in the last few weeks at Freshers Week and at university, if you do something stupid, the best thing to do is to go and speak to them about it first, or even just go and like message them. Don't let it drag on, because then it gets to the point where you're both like awkward, like staring at each other or whatever. Just go and approach it, and it'll be less awkward to deal with the situation at the start than the end. A bit more about my Freshers Week as well. So like, they set out a plan for us. So like the first day, obviously we went out in the evening, they gave us food, we had a welcome talk, we had sticks that were basically the year abovs who lived in our house last year that were going to take us out and show us around the area. It was actually really good and handy having them, and we're all friends with them now afterwards. Also on Monday they have like orientation day, so that's like you have loads of talks, we have campus tours, we had just fresh fairs. Then from Tuesday onwards we had activities like a mocktail giveaway, where you could basically go and make non-alcoholic cocktails. There was like sports tasters the whole day for the rest of that, and then on like Wednesday and Thursday they allowed us to have waffles, they allowed us to have like other stuff like that, and they just gave it away all for free. So it was like really like structured, organised days where you'd wake up, they'd maybe give you some food if you were lucky for lunch, because we have to cook our own lunch even if you're catered, and then we'd go and play sports. Then we'd get back in the evening, switch over to this chart, and it was like you could go cinema if you wanted to, or you could go out. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure I went out every single night during Freshers Week, and the Sunday at the end of Freshers Week, or Friday, I can't even remember when it was, people slept for like roughly around 20 hours. If there was an equation, it would be like Freshers plus week equals vodka. Like, I'm not even joking, that was such dead banter. I'm so tired, I'm literally so tired, like my jokes just aren't banging. But yeah, basically Freshers Week is just full of drinking and more drinking. So Freshers Week pretty much went for me like wake up, have some waffles or whatever they were giving out for free, go and do some sports, then go out in the evening, wake up, have breakfast, then the same thing over and over again. It was very intense, probably one of the best weeks of my life though, for sure. Now make sure if you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe down below. We've got so many videos coming up. We've got campus tours, uni tours of Leeds, Sheffield, we've got a house tour, oh, we've got so many videos, meet my roommates. It's going to be a good few weeks for sure, and I'm going to start uploading more regularly when my cough and cold is gone, but I just felt like I needed to bring this video out because it's been so long. But yeah, make sure you subscribe down below and I'll catch you guys again soon.